And we were back at it, enjoying the weekend and getting spoiled and ready for spring. Not too far off.
Then the spring-like winds.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to see more of those winds later today. Dusty and gusty conditions. Winds sustained at 30 miles per hour at the Sierra Blanca Airport right now. 5:45 on this Monday morning. Winds gusting near 40 miles per hour and widespread 10 mile per hour sustained winds or more from Las Vegas to Tucumcari, Clayton to Alamosa. This is just the beginning. Those southwesterly winds mixing the air around, allowing for not only dry weather, but pretty mild conditions this morning. Many areas, actually most, above the freezing mark. Las Vegas 34, 40 in Clayton at the freezing mark in Raton, but it's even warmer to the south. 46 in Hobbs, 54 right now in Carlsbad. You are expected to see some potentially damaging winds later today. 46 in Ruidoso, 36 in Grants, and we're seeing at 32 in Durango. Some sprinkles and flurries not too far away from you guys in the San Juan Mountains and the northern mountain communities of New Mexico, even 33 in Taos. Meanwhile, 43 Santa Fe and 46 at the Albuquerque International Sunport. And we got mostly clear skies right now, mostly light winds and mostly dry weather, but that southwesterly wind aloft, keeping the surface temperatures above normal and above freezing for most in Albuquerque. 41 Rio Rancho, Bernalillo, and Corrales, as well as Belen. 36 Los Lunas, and again, 46 at the Sunport. We're going to be warming up today, but not as much as yesterday because of a storm system starting to approach the Four Corners of the Great Basin. Fast-moving clouds moving through with already sprinkles and flurries near Shiprock, Farmington, Chama, and also the northern mountains of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, the Carson National Forest. Also some wispy clouds moving from Carlsbad to Hobbs. Some reduced visibility despite sunshine today because of the brownout conditions expected with the dust and dirt in the air. Meanwhile, cooler weather today off to the northwest with some sporadic rain, snow, even moving near Albuquerque, likely after sunset. I think it'll be a mostly sunny day and very low chances of accumulating snow for most because of the still relatively mild afternoon temperatures despite the cool down to the northwest of Albuquerque. Cooler compared to yesterday, and temperatures maybe even back below normal or near normal, around 57 this afternoon. Again, not as mild, dry, and windier. Expect dust and dirt in the air, especially to your southeast neighbors and to the southeast. Mostly in the 60s and 70s, even near 80 in parts of Eddy and Lee counties. But to the northwest, cooler weather today in the 30s and 40s and kind of in between along Interstate 25. So an amalgamation of temperatures, and in between the temperature changes will be the stronger winds. Albuquerque, Santa Fe, toward the East Highlands, widespread 40 to 50 plus mile per hour wind gusts and peak wind gusts. I'm expecting more than 60 miles per hour, up to 65 miles per hour in the eastern plains and highlands, especially from the Raton Pass all the way to Eddy and Lee counties. Potentially damaging winds, especially in the south central mountains, and wind advisories later today from parts of the northern mountains, Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Socorro to Silver City. Again, these orange colored areas under high wind warnings with much higher fire threat today. Red flag warnings in effect, even the elevated to critical fire threat in Albuquerque with the mild weather, the low humidity, the stronger winds. There is the potential for fires to spread rapidly later today. The extreme threat of that in southeast New Mexico, the critical to elevated threat, even in the northeast highlands and the northern mountain communities, something we really got to keep an eye on. But as this low pressure moves away, there will be even more wraparound moisture for the next couple of days. Expect sporadic rain, snow, not only in the Four Corners, but the northern mountains, even near parts of the Rio Grande Valley into the northeast highlands, even some near blizzard-like conditions with winter storm watches in the northeast highlands overnight to tomorrow. Not much accumulating snow, but some blowing snow. Something we'll have to keep an eye on in slick travel in the Raton Pass, especially in winter weather advisories to our friends in the San Juan Mountains, even near Durango. Expect some snow and even some blowing snow. Warmer and drier tomorrow in Durango, but then more wet and wintry weather later this week after a calmer Wednesday. Wolf Creek, Purgatory expects some accumulating snow and also, again, near blizzard-like conditions as well. Farmington and Grants, highs in the high 30s and 40s today, a cooler day with some sprinkles and flurries. And Camado to the south, reaching the 40s, 50s, even near the 60s to the south and west. Lordsburg, you may not even reach 60 with brownout conditions along Highway 285 possible from Roswell to the Clines Corners, Fort Sumner area. Please be careful if you happen to travel later today. Cloudcroft, Ruidoso, highs in the 40s and 50s, and some damaging winds possible. Already a windy morning in Ruidoso. In Tucumcari, Raton, highs in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. That cooler air will be from the northern mountains to the west. Red River, Angel Fire in the 30s and 40s. More wet and wintry weather later this week, and also another round this weekend. But Santa Fe, mostly mild and dry. Highs in the 50s and 60s ahead with some strong winds. Moriarty, Tejeda, City Crest, winds picking up from the south to west and from the north to south valley of Albuquerque. Mostly temperatures below 60 today, pretty close to normal. It's still pretty windy tomorrow, leftover sprinkles, and a calmer Wednesday. Winds picking up Thursday and Friday, and we spring forward Saturday to better weather and warmer weather on Sunday.
All right, can't wait for Wednesday. Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Yeah, right.